The following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLO Bros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MLO Bros. Tonight, student loans. Let's talk about student loans.
Can I tell you what happened?
Yeah.
So I
shut that door. Shut that door.
Okay, hold on. Shut that door.
Yeah. What Luke's about to say is we posted a meme on the MLO Bros page and shared it all over and got a lot of action.
I posted it just like I was sitting on the couch like, oh, this is funny, and good God.
So what it was
here, I have it.
I
pulled it up. Pull it up. I go down. I put it on there. I thought it was freaking funny, and God, you people are so freaking nuts.
So just because someone
there,
posts
there
a meme about something doesn't mean that they
God
wholeheartedly believe
bless
it.
it.
So if we don't have $500K in student loan debt, do we get $50K in mortgage or other loan forgiveness? Asking for every responsible American. Honestly, though,
yeah, I paid my student loans off 10 years ago, so that makes me a bad person.
So let's start before we get to that. Let's start on something. And if you want to comment or interact,
can I read some of the comments?
Let's read the comments. What people say.
I'm not going to say any names because you people would be embarrassed. Some of you.
And if you have any comments about while we're saying this, drop them in the comment section, and we can address that as well.
Let me find a
couple. I guarantee any of the people who were hating on the meme will not be watching.
This is a great one. This is a great one. Life is. Oh, they're watching. You know they're watching.
I doubt
the
it.
people
No
who
way.
comment. I guarantee because they're all pissed off. Life is too short to go through weekly posts from mortgage brokers. First off, we're podcasters in this life, by the way. Yeah. So the MLO Bros is a podcast, not mortgage brokers. Mocking a group of people that are victims.
And we're not mocking. And I
how are we
loans.
mocking anybody?
Me and my wife have student loans.
Yeah,
so
I had student loans. I paid them off. Maggie does now.
Ourselves?
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Are we mocking ourselves?
Victims of predatory lending sanctioned by our government. I can't take the irony. Okay. Let's see here. What else?
Just because you post a meme, though, that's the thing. In today's day and age, people don't understand anymore that you can say stupid shit and not mean it. It's okay.
It's the whole thing.
So we posted that, and I just wanted to.
I have some.
I wanted to give our opinions on student loans and how we actually feel about them as professionals at our day job, as loan officers, where we see debt. We see people, we pull credit every single day. We see the debts people owe and how god awful people are with money. So I have some true or false questions that I'm going to go through with Luke here.
Guy.
I think we can give our opinion. Each topic.
I work for a law firm for mortgage brokers and banks violating the law. I must note, mortgage brokers regularly antagonize and abuse their customers because they can get away from. We have never. Look at our reviews.
Yeah,
douchebag.
Look at our reviews,
and I'm gonna call you that.
As well as, if you want to, for our day job, we have there's a regulatory there's a regulatory agencies for all lenders called the NMLS, which is why we're constantly saying our NMLS numbers whenever we advertise ourselves. NMLS number 1949316. You can
put the banners, put the topic underneath. Hold on.
You can
type it. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but we got to put the topic. The topic tonight is the government paying off student loans. It's this emergency
podcast.
No, you gotta hit the banner and you gotta type that in there.
What?
Gotta give you the controls. Close it, hit hide,
okay,
and then hit the little pencil and type in student loans. Type in something cute. All right, here's another one. While he's doing that, so we're talking about student loans being repaid by the government. What do you think? Should they do it? Did they do it? If you talk against it, are you a moron? All right, here's a good one. Comment on our post earlier. I am not even mad from a political standpoint. I'm mad from a marketing standpoint. This is at Isaac and I. Never in the history of mortgage brokers, again, this is a podcast, did any mortgage broker succeed by antagonizing its base of customers. How are we antagonizing people from that post, Isaac?
So they think that we're against people with, like, we're antagonizing people with student loans. Like, that's
I
what
just
I'm saying.
said, give me money.
We have student, like, your wife has student
She's
loans.
$30,000.
My wife has student loans.
Jeez, you freaking people.
And we're just making a funny meme.
Unless you're trying to brand yourself as the broker for angry boomers, I take this post down. I will never take a post down, so you can forget that. If I'm some kid who scraped money together to buy a first home and saw this, I'd apply elsewhere because I feel my loan got less attention than mortgage broker apparently than a political stance. We never talk about politics, you freaking psychos. It's insane.
Yeah. I would never, if somebody filled out a loan application, what I do, if they cannot qualify due to student loan or any kind of debt, we help them qualify. You want to know why? Because if they qualify, we get paid. Why wouldn't we help them?
Okay, hold on. This is my favorite part. You're showing your cards here. You make more money off the upper class lending, so your contact to bash the lower.
For the love of God, check out our loan amounts.
Our loan amounts, you freaking dude.
By that we mean we're in the $100,000 to $150,000 average loan amount. That means people buying $100,000 to $150,000 loans. Finance with us, not 500,000, not 800,000, not these wealthy people buying wealthy. The average person in Youngstown, Ohio.
We helped last month. I closed 4 loans, 4 out of 8. The people had below a 580 credit score before they called us. I helped them with their credit, and then they
NMLS number 194.
NMLS number 562548. By the way, and Nationwide Mortgage Bankers. You can look us up online. Don't sit there because I post a meme that you think we freaking help only the upper class. You guys are absolutely insane. Take a freaking joke, you freaking keyboard warriors. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's what else we got? Then somebody said, I totally agree.
Brandon coming through with the absolute truest comment ever. It's deeper than student loans. It is much deeper than student loans.
Yeah.
So Luke, before we get into that,
okay.
Let me ask you some.
Wait, can I read one more question?
No.
I want to read one more comment because it's so awesome. Okay, ready? Let's see here. One more comment and then I'm done. My thoughts are you're morons and work in one of the industries that generates CFP complaints and participated near the collapse of the U.S. economy. First off, that wasn't all us. It was also appraisers and real estate agents and banks, not just mortgage brokers. Proud of the fact, listen, this dude is proud of the fact that I work for a law firm that sues the shit out of brokers and lenders that ignore and break the rules. First off, I did a check. I'm not going to say this guy's name. He was in trouble and he got fired from a job for ethics. By the way, you can Google him if you find it. Ethics. He got fired for an email that he sent, and it was all over the news because it was a political candidate. Yeah. So don't freaking sit on your high horse.
Okay. So from there's a good comment. Oh my God.
Sorry, look at the comment. I'm all fired up. Read that.
You guys didn't do anything wrong. You're allowed to post things that you think are funny on your page. This is emblematic of the overall problem society where we are no longer allowed to disagree and others, be vilified.
Exactly.
Shake my damn head. Yeah.
Dude, read that post, man. Bob, read that freaking post. It's nuts.
It hurt, but I did it. So we'll get into that more.
All right. Let's ask some questions.
So here's, what did I just do? What did I just
You made it small. Go up and hit the, there you go.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I have some true or false questions here that I thought of today, and
answer. You can
coming from Luke, who has been in mortgage, who has pulled credit of people for the
millions
past
of people.
20 years. You've been in mortgage 16 years, 17 years.
I would say probably pull credit of people 400 times a year. I would say.
Okay,
I mean that's probably light.
We look at people's credit report. We analyze their debts every single day. Yep. Just know that as we are being called morons and don't know how people handle their money. People are so freaking stupid with their money. I promise I know this from pulling credit.
But like to call us morons because I post that, we help people.
So
like we've helped how many people read our freaking reviews that I post all the time, you freaking a-holes.
Same.
We help everybody. Everybody's happy with us. And you freaking judge us on a freaking meme.
Okay.
God.
And hey, if you're with us, the people who were haters in our post, please comment. I'd love to have you.
Don't just sit in the shadows now, tough guys. Okay. Go ahead and comment.
Okay. So first
question.
Girls. Student loans are predatory. True or false? Or student loans were predatory. Student loans are predatory. Currently, you don't have to pay your student loans back until August. But the interest rates
Okay.
are high. I would say some of the interest
I
rates
don't
are
think
high.
they're predatory. That is not the definition of
10%.
predatory.
I think Shelby has one student loan where it's like 10%.
I see,
rate?
and okay, so they are. What's the question? True or false again?
Student loans are predatory. True or
I
false?
say false.
Why do you say false, sir?
Because again, this is my lending background, so don't freaking crucify me. Predatory to me is a balloon payment that you can't pay back.
What's a balloon payment? Sir?
Where you it's due at a certain time. So you have it for 10 years, and if you don't pay it back by this time, you owe the full amount.
Balloon payment. So you would have every month your student loan payment would be due, right? So $500
if you don't make the payment,
$500 a month after you graduate, $500 after 10 years, the balloon payment would be like, okay, Johnny, who paid $500 a month, he now owes $10,000. It's due.
Yes, and you pay, or we're going to take you, or we're going to put you into collections.
Yes.
Okay,
that's a balloon.
That is by the CFPB, which is a government lending thing. That is the definition of a predatory loan.
Yes.
Variable interest rates, another predatory thing.
So interest rates stay at the beginning, they're the same $500 a month, but then the interest rate spikes up and it's like uncontrollable.
And student loans are not like that.
Yes.
Click that.
Janelle, let's see.
Click that.
You're digging your own graves. You're digging your own graves tonight. Nice profile picture, by the way.
Janelle.
The animosity you were displaying tonight. You forget that your podcast is tied to your real job, despite your disclaimer that it isn't. It's not. It's a completely different entity and completely different organization. Good luck going forward, but your rudeness is enough.
Have you ever watched our podcast?
How are we, Janelle? How are we being rude? I want you to tell me right now, how are we being rude and how are we attacking people? Because
I would never consider recommending.
I have student loans.
Why? Why though? Why does our opinion on this make us bad loan officers?
Yeah. Why? Because we pull people's credit every single day and people are bad with money and we have opinions on the matter. We're giving our opinion.
Why?
We're not being rude to anyone. We're not being mean to anyone. We are like,
why? Because our opinion.
We're not making fun of people with student loans. We have student loans, Janelle. We haven't said one rude thing to anyone about anything.
Why, Janelle? Why does that make a difference if we're good loan officers or not? Because if our opinions are different than yours? This is the problem with society right here. Because you disagree with us.
Duganovich just said, I'm just here waiting for Leo.
He ain't gonna show up.
Leo called us a moron.
I just want to know why you judge us on one meme and then us coming on here to defend ourselves.
Yeah. Lex Calder says, like a Best Buy 1-year deal. If you don't pay the big purchase off, you owe all the interest that you would have been scripted. I haven't ever had a Best Buy deal like that, but that sounds something.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah. Only Lex. It would be like you have a $500 payment, and then in the fine details of the loan written up, they're like, okay, he's going to pay $500 a month. And at the very end, after 10 years, if he doesn't pay more than that $500, it'll balloon up to like 10 grand. The average person.
Yeah. You add that. Yeah. 100%, or the rate goes to like 29.99%.
Yeah. So that's predatory.
All right. So I truly don't believe that student loans are predatory. I also I don't want to ask any questions because I'm sure you're going to, can I say,
what?
Okay, next question.
So the next question is, and I'll keep going and get to all the points people made.
Yeah.
But is college overpriced? Would you say college is overpriced right now? True, college is overpriced. True or false? Sorry, not really true or false questions.
If you don't,
is college?
Get you down. You have never watched our podcast, have you?
No, Janelle. Seriously. You aren't answering the question I asked you. What is a specific example of something we did that was rude to people who have student debt? You called us rude. What did we do? I want a specific example. I'll wait of what we did that was rude. And then, come back in the comments. Go ahead. Tell us what we did that was rude, because I don't think we did anything that's rude.
You're saying mean things, Isaac.
What did I say that was mean? Tell me.
Things,
give me a specific
You're
example.
antagonizing.
That's all I wanted. I don't think you could do it because we didn't do anything.
All right. What was it?
Okay,
next question.
So, is college overpriced?
I think price is in the
No, sorry. True or false? College is overpriced. True
false.
You don't think it's overpriced?
I think.
Okay.
I think you can go to a college, and I Googled this earlier, in Youngstown, Ohio.
Yep.
For $10,000 a year.
Yes.
I don't think that's overpriced.
Why?
That's a college
YSU?
education. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And that's where I went. And yeah. Okay. So I think college is overpriced. True. I think a
still
majority.
don't like the Guardian's name. Answer D. Okay, wrong test there, buddy.
Okay. So true or false? College is. I think it's overpriced. So I think college is overpriced. True.
Okay.
And
why do you think it's overpriced?
The board. Obviously, there are always options. Like you can go to YSU. That's a cheaper option. But still, across the board, like the national average, I think it's overpriced. I think. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I think it's overpriced because of supply and demand. And I think it's overpriced because every single parent, when I was growing up, and every single teacher said, you are going to go to college if you want to be successful. Right. You'll make $1 million more than the average person if you go to college compared to trades. So it spiked up the demand for college. When that happened, loans went up. When that happened, colleges realized more people wanted to go, so they jacked up the prices. I think it's overpriced.
And this, Jarrett, that's kind of what it's going to get at, right? Yeah. Jarrett, you're gonna go ahead, click that one, Jarrett, right there. Nope.
This one?
No, down. That one. Prices skyrocketed over the last few years. See, increasing almost 8 times fast. So my question is, what would make so in my head, what would make college overpriced? Overpriced to me would be it doesn't pay itself back in a timely fashion. So I go to school.
Oh, okay.
I go to college. That's the way I look at pricing, right?
Yeah.
If I go to college, will I make more money than if I don't go to college? If I go to college at Youngstown State, will I get a job that is able to pay that back in 5-10 years when the student loans come due, or when over the time?
I guess it would depend.
That's the thing.
It would depend on your your major,
and what kind of job you're going to get. The problem is people and these kids and these parents don't realize the price that they're doing. They don't look at what they're going to be making. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
They go to class for basket weaving.
Yeah.
And their parents are like, you got to go to college. Yeah. Well, mommy, I want to go to the University of Kentucky and pay $60,000 a year. Yeah. Okay, honey, whatever you want. And then you're going to rack up student loans. And those parents, it's the parents to blame too. Yeah. Why are you telling your kids to go to Kentucky? To get they're 18 years old. They can do what they want.
That's why I always grew up with people within our family saying, if you're going to go to college for something, make sure you go for something. Like, what's your goal? What's your end goal? What are you going to be? Right. You have to be something. Like, go to school to be a doctor.
It's tough though when you're 18 years old. Yeah.
See, and that's my next question.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's my next question. Is 17 or 18-year-olds
I like sitting over here. You take over that.
17 or 18-year-olds are too young to understand what they are signing up for with these students.
100%.
True or false?
True.
I think
wait. Re-ask it.
17 and 18-year-olds are too young to understand what they are signing up for when they sign on the dotted line for student.
That's a true.
Because
everybody up there, do you go ahead, click it. Does everybody think that?
True or false?
Wait, go back up. There's a Janelle again.
Where? Janelle. Rewatch the podcast.
How were we rude?
No. Janelle. Once again, coming back to you, darling. How are we being rude?
I'm waiting. Was it because I raised my voice?
Which I highly doubt.
Was it because I raised my voice?
You keep rewatch this podcast tonight, and you'll see total rudeness on display. This is me. I'm not being rude. I'm just guessing what your voice sounds like.
Because we can't. Because you don't have a picture.
The ability to watch it objectively, which I highly doubt. Janelle,
what did you say that was
specific
rude?
Examples?
I raised my voice
of how I was.
I raised my voice.
He did raise his voice, but that's because he's interested in the topic.
I'm passionate.
He's not yelling at you.
I want to
know, Janelle. I'm still waiting. Comments are open. Tell me how I was rude.
Would you just watch?
Tell me why I was rude.
She's not going to refer.
I just need to rewatch.
She's not going to refer us to anybody, Isaac.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
College costs. Abby says college costs have skyrocketed compared to what parents paid. Yes, I agree. See, and that's because more and more people are going to college. The demand is going through the roof.
Bogdanovich has a good one.
It's an investment in yourself, like anything else. It's really a personal evaluation based on the rate and return expected. So here's the other thing too, and it's the exact reason why trades now. I have buddies who I'm actually trying to help with somebody with a loan right now. Went to school, straight out of school, didn't go to college, became a welder. Now that's a tough job, and in terms of return on investment over the life of having that job, you might that's why people want to go to college too. You might have to think about your body long term. Like you're going to become a welder or go into a trade, but you're going to beat yourself up in the long run. So that's why it might be better to go to college than do that. But still, he decided, I'm going to become a welder, has hundreds of thousands of dollars from becoming a welder.
Yeah.
Just killing it, absolutely killing the game, has zero debt because the demand for that job was so low that the prices.
To be fair, I'd rather go to college to not be a welder.
Yeah, but still, that kid said, I'm going to do it. And
Yeah.
then, you know what? What if he starts his own company? Because there's such a high demand for those jobs that he's killing it because of it.
All right. So the question again was, what was the question? Sorry.
So this next question, 17 and 18-year-olds are too young to understand what they are signing up
I agree with that. That is true. That's a true. So everybody had true. True. The party crasher.
And with that, true, I absolutely think you don't know what you're signing up for as a 17 or 18-year-old adult, technically. But I also think
may I interject?
It's too easy. It's too easy for them to get a loan.
Any
17 or 18
student.
For a student.
Hold on. Yeah. Any student that goes into college.
Yeah.
Their parent has to fill out a FAFSA.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the form that says how much the parents make and this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Why are the parents not explaining to the children what they are going to owe when they get out of college? Right? At 18 years old, you can go into the service. You can pick to go to the military. Why are the parents? Yeah, exactly. Ron Butch, thank you. Look, parents understand what they are co-signing, and parents co-sign for those.
I'll get my baby anything he needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dad sat down with me.
Yeah. Yep.
When I went to Westminster College, which is a super expensive school.
Which is really stupid because Mom's
I could have went to YSU for free, but I went. Yeah. So I had loans that I had to pay back.
Yeah.
Pop said to me, he said, you are going to pay this much money back for the next 30 years when you get out of college. If you don't pay it off, he said, if you don't pay it, it'll back up to the back of the loan. That's what you got to do.
Yep.
He explained it to me. Are parents not capable of explaining that to them?
Here's what I don't like, and I've seen our friend Joe Dania, I comment on it before. So 17 and 18-year-old, it is so easy for them to sign their life away and get a student loan, which like there's no real DTI, there's no real knowing you know what I mean? Like none of that shit was run like it is when you go sign up for a mortgage.
Because you get it and they say, hey, pay it back when you get out.
Yeah. Which is kind of shady.
And the other problem is you've heard your entire life you're going to college. Every kid coming out of college or going into college is like, I'm going to make $70,000 a year. I'm going to make $80,000 a year.
You don't know.
You know what I did? I delivered pretzels to pay my student loan right out of Westminster College, a very good school.
Yeah.
I worked on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Then I came home and worked at Chili's until I got a freaking into the banking job.
So you worked to pay it back. But
I was working.
But on top of that, how it's so easy for you at 17 or 18 to sign up and just student loans, going to school, going to get them. You'll pay them back one day, no big deal. But like if you were to go and say, I have this genius idea, bank, please give me a loan. I have this business idea. They will never give you a $10,000, $20,000 loan.
They won't give you
ever.
They won't give you a $5,000 loan
ever. And that
is a
pisses
problem.
me off.
That's
so what
a
is
problem.
it? Is it going to be? Is it
well, it's based on the parent. No, it's based on the parents.
Is what the student loans are.
It's not just on the kid. It's based on the parents.
So what about a poor kid who has poor parents?
They get government funding.
And they don't have as high of a student loan?
Correct. That's what the FAFSA is.
Okay.
They get funding. They get grants. It's all income based.
So it's based off the parents.
Correct.
God damn it! It's always the parents' fault. Parents are
terrible. So when I went to Westminster, mom and dad do very, very well.
Yeah.
I had to pay that whole thing back. Luckily, I was smart and I played football.
Yeah.
So I got some money.
Yeah. And you can't get a car loan.
Nope.
You can't get a house. You can't get a mortgage without having credit established.
Yeah.
But you can get a student loan that doesn't even affect your credit. That doesn't even affect your credit while it's sitting there on your credit report.
Go back up. There was a good one up there that Joe put in there. My buddy Joe McBride, right there.
Sometimes financial aid officers encourage students to take out the maximum amount based on what they qualify student loans for, and that's predatory. Jill,
that's
the other thing that they do that's really
ahead.
freaking shady. My one buddy, they give you your student loan to pay for your classes and stuff. They'll let you take out an additional $10,000 to live.
Oh yeah.
So what do dumbass 18 and 19
I went and bought beer. I did it. I had an
we go get beer. I had buddies buying clothes and shoes so they could go out and pick up girls. That is shady, man. That is shady.
I got an extra $2,000 to $3,000. Again, this is 20 years ago. I got from Westminster.
Yeah, and kids are so stupid that
I would use that to buy beer. I mean, 100%. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. They'll take it all day. People don't take out additional loans to live comfortably during the school year and end up with huge amounts of debt.
That's kind of what we were just saying. Yeah, exactly, Jared. Yep.
The kid can't have credit at that point. So would they determine risk based off the parents? I
don't know. I'd have to look that up. I don't know if that's true or not.
Get perks. I don't know. For living expenses, shoes, nice shoes to impress girls, and alcohol.
Wait. Go back up.
What? My daughter
from Angel.
My daughter could have went to Japan after high school graduation to start out with $80,000 a year. Nope. She wanted to go to college. I supported her decision, but damn, it's expensive. Yeah. So all of my siblings, including Luke, all went to college at other schools other than YSU.
Yeah.
That was their choice to go into student debt.
Yeah.
But our mom was a nursing professor at YSU, so we could go for free. So I went to YSU. I was like, screw you guys. I'm not paying. I'm not having student loans when I get into school. So I went to YSU.
Your mom and dad, they did pay for your living down there, though.
They did pay for my living. So they paid for
and they paid for some of my college at Westminster.
Yeah.
To be totally fair, full disclosure.
Absolutely.
But dad said, he goes, you guys, and he knew that. And this is what he said. I'd love to talk to Pop about it. He was going to pay for some of our student loans or some of our college because that was his responsibility because it was based on his income.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. But at the same hand, don't think we're not affected by this because our wives have student
loans. I'm paying $300 a month. Maggie had to go back to school to be a teacher.
A full disclosure, my wife has $25,000 worth of student loans that I have to pay back. So
Maggie went back to be a teacher. I said, absolutely. Support the kids.
Yes.
All right. Next, keep going. This is great. I love this talk.
They don't care because the government guarantees them. Weird, and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau doesn't care about that, Leo.
He's still talking about Leo. Leo hasn't commented, has he?
Join the trades. We need qualified people. There you go. And that's why college is so expensive because nobody's going into trades, Joshua. We talked about that.
Oh, wait. John, I am getting a text message that said, Luke, in one of your tirades, you called somebody an a-hole. Oh, and douchebags. Did I say that earlier?
What were you? What was that about?
When I was calling out the people that were giving a shit online.
I don't think it was on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I called them douchebags.
When we were talking just now? Yeah, I never did that.
So for the record, okay, it was me. Refer him to me, Isaac, not me. I don't care.
But some of the stuff they said though was rude. That we
that's why I was calling. I would call them douchebags regardless. If you talk to me like that online, I'll say it to your face.
Yeah. All right. There's a lot of money out there if you are willing to work for it. My wife got a grant from friggin' Burger King because no one applied.
Wait, look, John Clark. Thanks, Josh. That's amazing.
Okay, so next true or false question, guys. I got another one here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good. Next question. We want
please comment
please
comment.
Yep.
Someone who paid off their student loans, or someone who paid off their own student loan debt and does not support student loan forgiveness is selfish. True or false?
False.
Someone who paid off their own student loan debt and does not support student loan forgiveness is selfish. They would be selfish because
they don't support forgiveness.
People are suffering with student loans. You may have suffered through student loans and paid it off, but other people don't deserve that suffering. You're selfish.
That's just Patty. False. Where are all the people that were commenting on that meme earlier? Okay, then I'm sorry. Where are all those people? False.
I paid. Yeah.
I work my out.
Okay.
False. See, where are all those people earlier in that thing?
False.
It's like everybody's saying false. Okay. Where's all those people at?
True or false? You want to hear?
They unfollowed us, so they don't like us anymore.
I'm happy they did. Stop commenting on our stuff and coming at us, guys. Like, goddamn, just go. It's the same lady that keeps coming, and I don't see that lady who was commenting.
Yeah, where's your true at, Janelle? Where's your true?
Okay, so I say false. I think it's the opposite. I think you're selfish if you sit at home after graduating college, didn't go into a career that you got your degree for, and expect someone else to pay for your student loans. I understand that It's a struggle. It sucks. But that person should not be like, you make the decision. I'm going to go work. I'm going to get an extra job. I'm going to DoorDash. I'm going to do whatever I can to pay off my debt as fast as possible. You pay that debt off. You reap the benefits of saving that $500 payment that you would have paid on student loans per month to make yourself better, to get, more wealth, to build your wealth. Then you did that to get a competitive advantage over other people. And then the government comes along and says, oh, all those people, all their debts they don't owe them anymore. They're gone, disappears. That poor person that worked their ass off to pay off those student loans, it's a punch in the face to those people. You don't want to promote sitting at home doing nothing as a government body. You want to promote the guy that works hard and works his ass off to become a better person.
So I'm going to say false, but I will allow it. I will gladly say you can pay those student loans off if I get whatever it is those people are getting. So if they're going to do an income breakdown, use my income, figure it out. Yeah. I either want to check for that amount.
They'll never freaking do
that. But I'm just saying it's
the government will never do that.
I want to check for my thing, or not even a check, not even a check. Yeah. Let me put it. I don't have a lot of my mortgage. Let me put it towards my mortgage, like our thing.
Yeah,
and then I'd be fine with it.
Take my car debt, pay off all my car debt.
So let me give you a comparison. So I paid off my student loans, right? My student loans have been gone. Maggie has one. If I went out, or let's just say all of a sudden instead of student loans, all these people bought houses they couldn't afford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or no, not even houses, cars. Yeah. Everybody went out and bought cars that they couldn't afford. And the government said, we're going to pay those for you guys because you can't afford them.
Yeah.
Whose fault? Is that my fault? Is that everybody's fault that didn't buy an expensive car? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't go to colleges you can't afford.
Which we'll get to later. That's going to be the next crisis once they pay off student loans.
It's like I'm in a freaking twilight zone. You live within your means. Jeez, I could afford a $600,000 house. I didn't buy one because I like to spend.
Okay, another interesting point, right? If they pay off student debt, so let's say they pay off student debt. What about the student like myself? What about me? I went to YSU. I had great grades in college. I could have gone. I went to YSU for free. Yeah. I could have gone to Ohio State. I could have gone to some really nice school. I didn't. I chose not to get a better education because I wanted to save the money. What if I would have went to Ohio State? I could have gone. And then, so are you going to pay me back? Are you going to?
You'd get paid back right now.
But like any student who decided to go to YSU saved the $30,000 instead of going to, I could have gone to Ohio State and now you're going to pay off all those kids. You know what I mean? Like you're paying off that higher education. It's the same. It's not fair to the kid who went to YSU.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Okay.
It's not fair to me that I paid off $35,000.
So a kid passes on the opportunity to go to a bigger school, goes to a smaller one so we can pay it off faster and gets punished for it. That's bullshit. I want to support the hard worker, not the kid who screwed up and chose the wrong thing. So, okay, true or false? Next, true or false?
There's a couple comments. Can we do comments? Yeah. Sorry, comments.
Hold the phone, guys. I have a question. If the government forgives the student loans or a portion of them, would that actually take money out of the circulation and indirectly aid in decreasing inflation or increase consumer spending? Or does the government not actually hold the note?
I would say, okay, I'm going to tackle this one. So you waive the fees. So you waive the loans. Those people are definitely going to go spend that money somewhere else.
Yeah, no shit. They're going to go spend.
They're going to buy a car.
They're going to go buy a car. The second the student loans go off of their credit report, right?
They're going to go buy a car.
What's the first thing they do? They go to the goddamn car lot and 100%. Say, I deserve this car. I deserve this $50,000. And listen, just listen. I'm not done yet. I deserve this $50,000 car. This $50,000 car is mine. They drive that car off the lot. You know what happens? Because everybody is so freaking bad with money and everybody does the same goddamn thing. The demand for cars go up. Prices go up for cars.
Then we're going to be bailing everybody else.
Everybody's freaking buried in car debt. And then the next thing the government should forgive is freaking car debt.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going to happen. People are so freaking bad with money. It's not a student loan issue. It's a money issue.
Go.
Freaking
There was a good one up there. Go up a little bit. Lee Vaden said something. I wanted to touch on this too. She had a good comment. Right there. Leah. Okay. Leah Veda says, my husband had his student loan forgiven, but was based 100% on military disability. That's great.
That's beautiful.
Military shouldn't have to pay student loans.
They have VA loans too.
Yep. I also think the ones they have a program where if you work in like the inner city or you work at social workers, you work at stuff and you get your student loans paid back after 10 years or 5 years.
Yeah.
That's great because that is things that need to happen.
Absolutely.
That is different than just going to college and saying, hey guys, sorry, you messed up. You made a bad decision. We're going to bail you out.
Is it rude to say people are bad with money, by the way? Because if it is rude to say
you're
that,
rude.
I'm rude for saying that.
No, people are
because people are bad with money.
100%.
Statistically, people would be considered bad with money.
100%. I don't think there's anything wrong with
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Increase consumer spending and increase the value of US dollar.
This is good. I'm glad we did an emergency podcast.
I think everyone forgets.
I can see our followers
out of discretionary spending and COVID.
Oh, by the way, if you're watching this and you like what we're talking about, could you please follow us? Because we had like 5 or 6 people drop off, so we need new followers. So also, please like and follow.
Also,
we were at 40
down below this video. Give this video a like, smiley face if you're here because you're mad at us. Maybe give us an angry face. Whatever.
We'll take angry faces.
We'll take anything.
Bogdanovich, give us an angry face right now. I want to see an angry face.
Or a
pop
kissy
up
face. Whatever you can give us, we don't care. We appreciate it.
All right, let's see here.
Bersani says, I'm fairly confident loan forgiveness is a taxable event. So if you get $50K in loan forgiveness, you pay taxes in that $50K.
I didn't know that.
If you can't afford your loan, you are going.
How are you going to afford the taxes? It's going to be like toward your income.
Not me. I save that money if mine were forgiven. Military should see that's so
100%.
So do you think? Well, hold on. That's my next true or false question.
Yeah. Okay. True or false question.
I said student loans should be paid back with no interest. They just say, okay, no interest payment. We're just going to have you pay it back. You think that's fair? So there's no interest on it. So it's not a predatory loan anymore. It's just you owe $30K, pay it back when you can. It's staying there, but there's no interest. So take as long as you.
Well, that's a nice thought. If it was the government.
So then, yeah.
Okay, so
no interest.
That's interesting
because that's what's happening until August. There's no interest. Your debt's there. It's just sitting there on
God,
hold.
those things will just sit there forever and no one would ever pay them.
Because there's no incentive to pay.
There's no. Why would you pay them back? Right?
Yeah, because it's not punishing you for not paying.
Right. Boy, I don't know. That's a good question. What do you guys think of that? No interest on student loans. I have no idea.
So it would still affect your debt to income ratio.
Yeah.
So it would still affect your ability to buy a house because it would be on your name.
But the problem is, where are you going to get all that kind of money from? Like, where's the government going to give that out? Print that out?
What, the interest?
No, the money to pay the colleges.
But that's the $30K. It's still there. They get the $30K. They wouldn't get the interest.
Well, I'm saying the interest.
Right. There's no. So if they already it stays. It stops where it's at. So it stops where it's at. If somebody had 5 years of 10% interest that they didn't pay back, it just stops there.
So would everybody go to Harvard then?
No. I mean, what's due now? Like, obviously, we would have to reconstruct some kind of new plan for student loans, whatever that may be. But
I got to think about that. That's a good. Wait. Jarrett says, go back. Yeah, 100%. Military should not have to pay anything. Look at. It's my personal. I want to know, how would that work though?
Everyone should have to pay the principal, but interest should be 0 or extremely low. Yeah. You could even do like the oh my God, what's it called? The rate that's like the bottom rate of
the par rate.
Just the par rate.
Yeah, not 10%, 12%.
Yeah, everybody has you were mandatory. The schools have to charge that 3%,
a set rate, because you're never gonna you'd never be able to do 0 because there's a lot of money in that. You know what I mean? There's businesses,
2.99.
There's notes, there's funds, there's that kind of stuff. Yeah, see, that's Dan said that.
People will still abuse it. Yeah, absolutely. People will find a way to screw it.
Yeah, like if I didn't have to pay interest back, you can go wherever you want, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Who holds those notes?
Yeah. So, okay, here, Jarrett.
It's in the house budget.
The government currently funds the student loans every year. It's written into the house budget. Right. So, but if you weren't making interest on it, like, man.
There's no incentive to pay.
That's what I was saying.
No interest unless you don't pay X after the math. So it would still impact you, Helena, because you would go to get a house, the bank would see it on your name, and they'd be like, hey, technically you're supposed to owe this much
Maybe you
per
have
month.
to pay it back in 20 years or else you're out.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You pay back all the interest. Well, that's a balloon payment.
Yeah.
That's what we take you. Yeah, I don't know.
So if you did it, it would still affect you. It would still affect when I go to apply for a house, it would still show, okay, Isaac and Shelby owe $25,000 in student loans.
Right.
So you guys have to, technically you should be paying $500 a month for 10 years or whatever.
This
but
is interesting. Okay. What else?
Other question I have is that the government backed student loans are only part of the student loans. Can the government forgive the loans that were made through non-government backed loan programs?
I don't think they do, Ron.
I feel about that.
I was reading about that.
Currently limits how much you get in the system.
Right, preventing. But I'm saying with the FAFSA, but if we give 0%,
Thank you. Thank you. It's outright scary how you guys posting a tongue-in-cheek meme has caused you to have to come on to defend everything your characters use. Aggressive cancellation. Please, for the love of God, cancel us. I need more time. All because of a perceived difference in opinion on a subject. You guys were not hurtful or hateful at the least. It was a joke. And yet here we are. You truly, as a culture, are not mature enough for social media.
Oh, my God. Will you please cancel us? I want to get canceled.
I have a wife at home that would love me.
My God. My kids would love for me to be canceled. Cancel us, please. Keep going.
Actually do this.
Oh, my God. It's amazing.
All right, let's go to the next question.
I want to be canceled.
Sorry,
we're going to be canceled like Johnny Depp and Will Smith.
Could we pay
loans
back?
God, that is so funny.
That's your mistake. Pay it back in 10 years or it negatively affects your credit.
There you go.
Yeah, people's credit's already crap to begin with.
Not everybody's.
Majority of the population.
I would love to know. We should look that up. What's the percent?
What percent of people have good credit? Above a 700. Above a 700 credit score.
All right, next question. While
Luke.
Yeah.
True or false?
Okay.
The meme we posted today was bad marketing for the MLO bros. True or false?
You don't want to know my opinion on that.
Mine is false. There's no such thing as bad marketing. I'm a marketing major. I was a marketing major last year. You're still, you bastards, even though you hate us, you're still talking.
You just call them bastards. You're rude.
That's rude.
You are rude and you hurt their feelings.
You nice haters out there. You're still, the MLO bros is still coming out of that pretty mouth of yours. You're talking about us. You're talking to your family. You're talking to Facebook people about us. Our name's still coming out of your mouth.
Obviously,
that's what I like to hear in marketing.
Obviously, the people who were commenting don't watch us and don't know what we do on a regular basis. They're not in our Facebook groups. The whole point, exactly, Justice says, go for the target. The whole point of me breaking out, starting a branch, hiring my little brother, was to get away from the stereotypical BS that is banking, that is shirt and tie, that is going into the office, that is kissing people's butts, that, oh, my credit's 800, I have $1 million, I'm not going to use you.
Dan, I don't want to read that. Sorry, buddy.
Like, that's it. That's why we do what we do. And I have never said that otherwise. Our podcast is not related to our jobs. We do great jobs at our loans. Everybody will tell you that. And that's it. I don't care.
Right.
And if you have a problem with what we said, if we can make 85% of the people like us and 15% of them hate us, I'm good. We're doing a good job.
Justin Allender said, I think your mouth is pretty too, baby girl. Thanks, Justin. All right, guys. Next true or false
Jay just said this podcast is glorious.
Next true or false question. People will learn from the mistakes of student loans and become more financially savvy after all this is said and done. True or false. Let's say government wipes out all student loans.
No one's going to learn.
Are people going to learn from their mistakes?
No.
And take that money and say,
it's like mommy and daddy bailing them out.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn anything.
You're just going to poop the bed
again. You know how you're going to learn?
You're going to poop the bed again?
Here's what happens. If you don't pay your student loans.
And ask the government to come
let me explain this to you. If you don't pay your student loans, there are certain things, financially speaking, that you cannot escape. Any government-backed loan, you have to pay back. You can file bankruptcy. Do you know this?
Student loans don't disappear.
Student loans do not disappear from your from bankruptcy.
It's like the only thing.
It's the only thing. If you don't pay those back, you're screwed. So if you have kids or you're going into college or whatever, you need to talk to them about student loans.
It will never disappear. You can file bankruptcy, and after 7 years, your house that you filed bankruptcy on, your credit card debts that you filed bankruptcy on, your cars that you filed bankruptcy on, all of that disappears. But your student loans are staying with you until the goddamn grave.
I learned. I was like, I remember thinking about it because here's what happened. My student loans, I didn't pay back initially because I went out and worked on a cruise ship after college, right? I was gone. I was making much money, but I was having fun. I came back and I got a statement, and it was like my $40,000 had turned into $45,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell happened? Yeah. Like, why do I owe more? Guess what happened? The interest was tacking on.
Yeah.
So I called Dad, and he's like, oh, yeah, if you don't pay, they don't let you get away with those months for free. They get tacked onto the back.
Yeah. I
was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I paid those off as quick. I kept paying them. People are going to learn. It's the only way.
Oh, my God. I just lost my train of thought.
Tax debt. Oh, yeah. Jared says that. Yeah. Tax debt doesn't go away either. Exactly.
Only good thing about student loans compared to like car debts or credit card debt is you can write the interest off on your taxes.
Student loans?
Yeah.
Income based. You have to make below a certain amount to get the full benefit of tax debt.
So it's not like
it's not everybody that pays student loan. If you make, I forget, I do need an accountant on, but if you make over a certain amount, you can't write your student loans.
If you make over a certain amount, that's why Shelby's always writing it off on her tax.
Yeah, Shelby. Yes, exactly.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay,
there you go. Keep going.
But
next question. This is great.
Okay.
This is a good podcast. This is better.
And lastly, actually, I mean, do we have any other comments that you guys want to talk about this? But my last one.
God, I hope we get canceled.
A point I want to make too.
89,000.
With the learning to be better. Okay. Right now, you have zero interest as during these months until August or whenever they keep pushing it back.
Oh, by the way,
what?
Before you say that, they didn't even tell Maggie that they forego the interest. Like all student loans automatically you didn't have to pay them anymore.
No,
during COVID
until August. Yeah.
Did
so
you know
were
that?
Paying on them?
No, I wasn't. No. And I was like, why are we not paying on that? I want to get them paid off quicker.
I know. So you have to ask yourself, what kind of person are you? Are you the type of person who's going to not pay $1 and wait until August and see if they forgive anything? That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting until August. Are you waiting until August or keep waiting until they push it back to see what they're going to do? I'm not paying a cent. If they're going to forgive the student loans,
it's free.
I'm not paying a freaking cent.
Oh, if they forgive.
Because if they forgive it, then it's like, I wasted my money. Like,
why would you be paying? Yeah, they could forgive it. That's a good point.
But
that's all Maggie stopped paying.
You need to prepare, or are you going to pay it back because they're not going to forgive it? You're just, are you paying it back with no interest right now?
They were talking about doing an executive order
to just boom, gone.
Biden was going to do an executive order because it's an emergency.
Come on, baby. I don't want to pay Shelby's student loans back.
Okay. See, and you're the freaking problem. I don't got any student loans. I don't want to pay your loans.
So or are you preparing for when they make you pay your student loans back? Now's the opportunity, right? People,
you can be making payments on it. Zero interest.
You can do that, or you can be building your credit. You can be finding a way to, once those student loans come due, since it's a predatory loan, it's 10% interest. What are you doing to find a way to refinance that debt or something when it comes due? Because as soon as they tell me, Isaac, you owe those student loans, I'm going to refinance them into my home equity line of credit, into my house, so then I can write that interest off on my house. And then, so like, are you preparing yourself? Are you building your credit? Are you making yourself financially better so that you can handle this debt when you finally do have to pay it back? Or are you just sitting there hoping the government takes care of you? Be a better person. Learn from this freaking absolute train wreck and make yourself better financially. But people will not do it. They're always going to be bad with money. Just
how
forever.
dare you preach down to people?
I'm not preaching down to people. I want people to be better, but they're not going to because they're always going to be bad.
You are rude.
And the people who learn and become better and pay back their debts and build wealth moving forward, they're gonna be the people who get punished because all this
you are rude for even suggesting people don't get their student loans paid off. No, she's right. Look at Lori.
Be better, people. Be better.
Okay, and another thing you guys need to be better about is when somebody posts a meme. Can you not be? I'm gonna say it. Am I being mean? Can you not be a-holes about it? There you go, Eric.
The money in an interest-bearing account, then making a balloon payment once the interest payments start again.
Yeah, great.
You elitist swine.
Elitist swine.
Be a better person. How rude.
I mean, all I'm saying is read through that post that we made and look at the explosion we caused. It's like, guys, it's freaking Facebook. It was nice in the afternoon. Go outside. Go enjoy yourselves.
Now I would like everybody who's nice and kind to leave. I'm now going to shout out all the people who were rude to us by name, that didn't hop in the comment section and take part in this Facebook.
It's funny how that works. They all type, but nobody shows. You got one person with a
because you got to look me in the eyes when I explain why I said what I said and do what I do, but you don't want to look me in the eyes and comment.
Hold on, let me read that.
Leo, you SOB.
Don't say that. Sorry, he's going to sue us. He works for a law school. He's a communications director.
What happened to personal responsibility and pride? And I'm too old to even know how to post a meme and understand a meme post.
It's all right. Ron, drive by tomorrow. I'll show you how. Ron's my neighbor.
I would just feel so bad for the people. Like the people I feel most bad for are not the people who are struggling with the crippling student debt. I feel the absolute worst for the people who, if this does go through and all of their student loans are just gone, the lady or guy who worked their ass off with 2 extra jobs, just burned the midnight oil trying to make money, made the money, paid down the 50 grand student loans, and then it's like, I'm free, and then like everybody else
paid off.
Everybody else, like you work your ass off to get that competitive advantage to be better and build wealth, and everybody's just given a freaking hand. It's gone.
Dude.
It's like an absolute smack in the face. It'd be like, I'm never doing anything. I'm never working hard.
I'm never paying anything ever again.
I know.
Isaac.
I've never.
So that meme that we posted, 161 likes, or hearts, or thumbs up,
or angry faces.
No, there was no angry faces.
Oh, okay.
I was actually the only person that gave it.
How many aggressive comments?
There was a lot. 29 shares.
Yep, my kid is doing that now. That's the kid I feel the worst for.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're gonna pay it all off, and it's gonna be done.
And when they do forgive student loans, and then we have a car loan crisis in like 5 years, I want you to come back and I want you to say, "Hey, Isaac, you were totally right." Or it'll be something. It'll be something that there'll be some kind of debt crisis where people will go spend all their money on something else. Everybody's just awful with money, and they're gonna run up their debt. If they can run up their debt, if they're allowed to run up their debt, they will. That's just
most people. I would never do that, but most people do.
No, people who aren't, who don't know how to be financially.
Oh, Brandy, your kid wants to buy a house. There you go.
Speaking of which, the MLO bro stands for
you
mortgage.
Better make sure you freaking do this waiver, right?
The MLO bro stands for Mortgage Loan Originator Brothers. NMLS number 1949316. If you or someone you know needs
NMLS 5625448,
a well-structured, non-predatory home loan, please give us a call at 320-921-8978. We'd love to take care of you. Maybe refinance.
This is a great comment on this one. Wait, Denise says, MLO bros, learn what brothers are meant to be. Someone who brings you up, not punch you down. That was on the meme. My response was Denise. So it has nothing to do with the fact that that Isaac and I have the same mom and dad. I'm confused. Like these freaking people. Oh,
maybe they can forgive $50K in mortgage debt. Yeah,
Leo typed out a freaking paragraph. Wow.
You never used the reparations theory yet.
I'm not touching reparations theory.
Oh, I think we're going to need to get our friend O'Keel into that one.
We friggin' O'Keel.
Speaking of which,
Michelle,
I want reparations for getting sunburned.
Because of your white, pale skin?
Because of my pasty, creamy skin.
Okay, we're not touching that one.
I get sunburned.
Look,
Brandy, the majority of the
I
population.
did a home loan for Brandy.
A majority of the population.
I put Brandy in a 30-year fixed predatory loan. Congratulations, Brandy.
A majority of the population doesn't get as sunburned as I get, Luke.
So you need reparations?
I need reparations.
That's not what reparations.
That's pain. That's pain and suffering.
Reparations does not mean. We'll explain that off air. Okay, everybody. This week, Tuesday, we have the Confetti House coming on. Did you see that bounce around we had at Cameron's
yeah, that was
birthday?
beautiful. Is that from Confetti House?
That's from Confetti House. They are going to be doing our June 10th. They're bringing out a bunch of bounce houses for our event. Oh, by the way, the event we're not making any money on because we're terrible people. We're doing it for the kids.
Oh my gosh, we're such awful
June 10th in Poland at 5. We have a big 5 to like dark. We have a movie at night. We have a band coming. We have like 6 bounce houses from the Confetti House. We are terrible people doing this for free, by the way. But I'm just saying, we're terrible people.
Helping the community.
We have a bunch of sponsors.
Any money we make, we're donating to something.
Isaac, stop.
Either celebrate Poland or some other
charity. You and I are going in a dunk tank that day. So, hey, if you hate us, come to our event on June 10th. You can throw balls at us and dunk us in the water.
Remember that one time we gave away, because we're awful human beings, like 500 turkeys for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
How awful we are.
We're terrible.
We're terrible people.
$5,000 to celebrate Poland last year during COVID.
I wonder how many nice things those people that are keyboard warriors.
It's for the children, Rod. It's for the children.
They probably do so many nice things. Those people that just comment like how much better they are than us.
Yes.
They probably, I can't imagine. They probably gave away 700 turkeys on Thanksgiving. Like,
I'm just saying.
I'm saying. They're so much better.
And then Thursday. Wait, I think I did that backwards. No, I did that right. What is today? Thursday. This is a good one. Thursday, we are having Going Vegan come on the podcast.
Okay. Are we trying vegan food?
She has some vegan food she's bringing in.
But I'm down for that.
I don't understand vegans. And I told her when we were like messaging, she's like, hey, I was like, I hunt, I fish.
I hope she brings in a leather purse.
I was like, I don't know. She goes, no, we don't force people to be. We just want. I was like, you understand? Like, I'm a meat eater. Like,
I really like bacon.
Like, I will. I filleted fish on my back deck today.
Look at this man. Does he look like a vegan?
Yeah.
No, he's not a vegan.
Wait. Hold on. Click that.
Rock, paper, scissors for who has to clean up the mess for the 4-year-old that wipes it out and pees while.
I'm glad you brought that up because Confetti House donated workers for each of the bounce houses.
Nice.
So thanks for asking, Chris. I got it covered. All right, so that's this week. Okay, well that's the end of our podcast. That's it. We good?
I think that
little bonus thing. See everybody Tuesday.
True or false questions?
I don't know. I want to go home. This is overtime. This is overtime for our free non-paying podcast that we do.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Play our music.
See you next time. Outro.
Be nice. Don't be mean.
What's this?
Oh, that's people bullying us. No,
bullying.
Go back up. That's people bullying us. Play that. Show that.
See, it's always the parents' fault. It's always the parents'
fault. It's the parents that bully us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. It's the parents'
their
fault.
parents that were mean to them that are now mean to us.
They're mean to us.
Look, let's play our if you don't have $50K in student loan debt, do we get $50K in mortgage or other loan forgiveness? Asking for responsible American.
Let's exit on this.
Probably could have left responsible American out of there, but you know.
I think that's where a lot of people took offense to that.
I think
it's
because
American
they figured.
part.
I wonder how much student debt those people have racked up that are like really upset.
Oh, I guarantee they have a ton.
I just want to know the number.
Oh, I guarantee they have a ton. That's a great question.
Anybody
that has we should go through him like how much student loan.
How much student debt?
That's a great question.
That should be the immediate.
Oh, I guarantee they have a ton of student debt. Not one of those people. How about this? Not one of those people that are fighting.
Yeah.
Do not have.
I really feel bad for the people who have like an actual basket weaving degree. Like, you know, how much those people actually get shit on. Like,
it's that way. Like, is everybody you going to basket weaving?
Yeah, I did. Screw you, man! I did get a basket.
So when he goes home, he just has baskets everywhere, like from his job. I'm a basket weaver. Oh God! All right, can we please go home? Why are we still? Bye. Bye, Roy. Bye, everybody. It's down. You gotta get used to it. I like sitting there. You're doing that from now on.
Hi.